It is day 8 on this aggressive cut, and I woke up and weighed myself, and we were at 231. So before everyone like, what the heck? You're in such aggressive cut. Why'd you only drop 2 pounds? Guys, the scale again can be completely not a correct way to measure progress. My clothes is like crazy falling off of me, and I woke up freezing cold. So I know I'm losing fat because I was so freaking cold this morning. Like, look at the way I'm dressed right now. Normally I'm still, even if it's like 45 degrees, normally I'm still in like a t-shirt and shorts. That's how you know when you're in an aggressive cut, is when you're freezing freaking cold. But what else was I gonna say? Today I kind of tried something a little different. So before the gym session, instead of having like a full-on meal, I had a lot of carbs. So I'm already at 71 grams of carbs for 397 calories. All I've had so far is just straight freaking carbs. So I wanted to try something different. So yesterday, I don't know if I really talked about this at all. Yesterday, before my lift, a few hours before my lift, I had a full-on meal. So I had tacos, chicken tacos, that have those tortillas that are low carb with a lot of fiber. And when I came and I worked out, I kind of felt sluggish and like I felt nauseous. And I just like, it felt like I wanted to puke. And I was like, this is weird. I've never had this happen. And so I didn't know if it was the tortillas or what it was, but it was really odd. And today I just wanted to be like, I want to try something different. I want to just have straight carbs before my lift and see how my lift goes. So we've only had straight carbs. So even though we're in an aggressive cut, I had 2 Reese's peanut butter cups, Quaker's chocolate crunch rice cake, and a banana. 2 of the chocolate crunch. And I had the banana about 45 minutes ago. And then I had 1 rice cake with that banana, and then I had the 2 Reese's peanut butter cups and the 1 rice cake right before this lift. And I want to see what happens. I just kind of wanted to see. So the rest of the day, I'm not gonna have too many carbs. I'll have a little bit of carbs after the lift, but other than that, I won't have too much carbs. It'll be mostly just straight protein for the rest of the day, which I'm okay with. I woke up not even that hungry. I was more just cold. And I fasted for about 15 hours. I stopped eating yesterday at like 5 o'clock, and I didn't have anything to eat until like almost 9 o'clock this morning. So it was almost like 15, 16 hours. But feeling good. I don't feel nauseous or sick or tired, and I just feel cold. And that's really weird for me because normally I'm really hot and I can sleep in really cold weather and be fine because I'm just always like burning up. So this is different. But the aggressive cut should, when we weigh ourselves next Sunday, who knows what we're gonna weigh, man. I'm really going off of the way I look, feel. I'm kind of going off of like how my clothes feel. And I can tell I'm losing fat. So that's all that really freaking matters. It doesn't even really matter the weight on that scale, right? Because I think I drank a lot more liquids yesterday than I have been lately. And I drank a lot more diet soda. So diet soda is not going to make me gain fat, right? But what it's going to do, it's going to make me gain water weight. So that's where like people, I think, get kind of confused. It's like when you're in a calorie deficit, right, and you haven't seen much movement on the scale, it could be a lot of different things. It could be your water intake. It could be just excess waste and stuff in your stomach. There's so much that goes into it. You could be putting on a little bit more muscle. It's like, don't totally freak out. Stay on the plan. Keep going. and see if it starts dropping. Sometimes they'll even raise. Like I've had it raise during a deficit. I've had it go up like 5 or 6 pounds out of nowhere. Then I weighed myself again, and then all of a sudden I was down 10 pounds. So just don't go crazy about the scale. I'm not freaking out about it. Don't freak out about it. Go off how you're feeling, how you're looking. Are we losing inches? Are clothes fitting looser? There's tons of stuff, right? There's a lot of stuff that goes into it. But I'm excited because it's chest day. So let's get in there and work on chest and see how just eating straight carbs before the gym worked without having any like solid meals. Hopefully I don't puke or anything crazy happens. I don't think that will. I think I'll feel better doing it this way. I don't know. We'll see. All right, let's get in there. So I'm pretty much warmed up. I did do 225 for 4 reps and just kind of worked my way up. Now I'm just going to start pumping. And I got 245s and 225s. I don't know. So yeah. So I don't know. Let's just keep pumping and try to get as much blood flow as we can in this chest. Then we'll head to another chest workout. So far, not feeling any weakness being in this crazy of deficit. So it's going good. Do one more set of this, then we'll move on. Here, so I've done 5 sets total. I just didn't record the warm up sets. And I really don't count the warm up sets, but whatever. So, one more set here before we move on. That was weird. Okay, let's move on. Now I just want to pump the blood in there as much as I can to finish it off. It's kind of too lightweight. Oh, I feel it so good in my chest. Oh, we're done. Whew, this pump feels really good right now, just having straight carbs. Let's check this freaking pump. Man, I still gotta do shoulders. I don't record shoulders just because that's a body part that I kind of still struggle with. And I don't want to show you guys the wrong way of doing movements. Just, it's a little funky the way I do them. And maybe one day I'll record. But let's take a look. Oh, let's take a look at how we're looking. So I've actually enjoyed just having straight carbs. No protein or anything like that for the gym. You can see pretty freaking pumped. Oh my gosh. Guys, we are freaking pumped. 70 grams of carbs. No protein at all before the lift. My goodness. I think I like this better. So you can see some of the fat loss a little bit. I'm gonna have loose skin. See down in here. See back there. It's going pretty good. But a little bit of loose skin in here. Yeah, I'm excited. Excited to see where we're at by the end of these 5 weeks. But I feel like I'm gonna have to stay on the aggressive cut for a while, probably until June, maybe. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But I feel like I have a lot more fat to lose than I thought I did. But yeah, I don't know. But anyways, I'm gonna go knock out shoulders and do a little bit of cardio, and I'll catch up with you guys later. Okay, this is take 2 of this part. So end of day 8. For those who don't know, I live in my vehicle, so that is why the videos are shot like this at the in the back of my 4Runner at the end of the night, because I live in my car. I love it. It helps with PTSD. A lot of times I'm parking in the mountains. Lately I've been parking in the city, which I don't really like too much, but it'll do. Anyways, so what I was saying was, if you guys go back and you look at older videos with this same Donkey Kong shirt I was wearing, this shirt was tighter on me. So it's a non-scale victory. So this is proof right here, even though we've been staying around the same weight the past 80 plus days we were on that deficit. Guys, we were losing fat and probably gaining muscle because everything's looser on me. So that goes to show you we were doing a recomp. Now, today, this is day 8 of the aggressive cut, right? So we went from slight deficit for those 80 days where we were in a slight deficit, sometimes to maintenance, some days way lower, some days to maintenance, some days refeed days. I think that whole 80 days that we did on that little mini cut, or like not mini cut, but that like kind of like semi low cut, like I don't know how to explain it, just like a semi cut, was a great success. I think we lost a lot of fat and we put on muscle. And now with this aggressive cut, we're definitely not going to be putting muscle on during an aggressive cut. It's just what it is. So during an aggressive cut, our goal is just to keep the muscle we have. So it's going to be a lot harder. And how you do aggressive cuts is you got to get in a lot of freaking protein. So we're ending today at 1,780 calories for 251 grams of protein, 136 grams of carbs, and 21 fat. So we actually were way above our protein goal. So we didn't even have to go that high on protein. We want to go at least 230-ish, kind of like 1 pound per body weight. So we could have done less protein and had more carbs, but hey, I'm not going to complain about that. You know what I mean? I am really tired, so I am feeling the effects of the aggressive cut, just more tired. During the day, I want to take more naps. I have really low energy right now. So I did still do cardio today. Today's cardio was a total of like 60 minutes of low intensity cardio. And that's walking for 15 to 20 minutes after every meal. And then I did 30 minutes on the treadmill, low intensity, and we did just like 3 speed at like a 3 to 5 incline, and then just more walks after eating. And so and I didn't do any cardio after the lift. I just was not feeling it. So just splitting up the cardio throughout the whole day like that, it gave me an hour total, and our steps came in about 14,000 steps. So that's perfect. That's what we want. Instead of just sitting around at the house all day, or at the apartment, my mom's apartment, playing video games, I forced myself to go, go walk around Costco and go walk around Walmart. And what I did is I parked the furthest way I could parking spot I can find, even though I have handicap because I am disabled. So for a lot of you guys that don't know that either, I am disabled. I have neuropathy in my right leg and like permanent nerve damage and all that. So I am disabled, considered disabled from that and from the PTSD and some other stuff, but I don't qualify for disability. Which is really interesting because my restrictions are so crazy that it's hard for me to find a job with the restrictions I have. But I'm trying to get that all figured out so I can go back to like a normal job, because I'm kind of losing my mind not having a job, to be honest, because I was so involved with the chaos all the time. And it's weird not being involved with the chaos. I used to work 16-hour shifts, and I was lucky to have any days off. That was just security work in the hospital, hands-on security. And then I worked security for the mayor of Denver. So that was a pretty cool job. But anyways, so back on the weight loss stuff. Everything seems to be going good. Like I said, the scale's going down now. This aggressive cut's working. So we're going to stay on this aggressive cut for, I'm thinking 5 to 8 weeks depending. And then after that 5 to 8 weeks, we might go to maintenance for just a couple weeks, and then we go back down to an aggressive cut again to get the rest off. I don't know, because you might have to. We might just have to take a little break. Sometimes that happens where it's just like we need to take a little break from the aggressive cutting and just go to maintenance or a little bit below maintenance for a little bit. Just to get your metabolism going again and some other stuff. But yeah, anyways, and starvation mode is not a thing. So if someone tells you, oh, your body's storing fat because it's starving to death and you're not eating enough, that's not how this works, unfortunately. You can't. That would be like telling a starving kid in Africa who's skin and bones, like, oh, you know what I mean? Like, you go to Africa and the kids are skin and bones, and that's because they're starving to death. So the body doesn't store more fat because you restricted your calories too much. Now, I'm not saying only eat 600 and something calories a day because you will become malnourished. That's not good, not healthy. But if you are really eating at a calorie deficit, you'll lose weight no matter what. If you have PCOS, you're insulin resistant. So a lot of people will say insulin resistant. I think I explained this already, but insulin resistant people will be like, oh, my body just doesn't know what to do with insulin, so store it as fat. They are correct in that extent, but you still have to be in a calorie surplus for your body to store that as fat. So as long as you're in a calorie deficit, it won't store it as fat. So, but sometimes your metabolism is really slow and you have to really go low on calories, especially those people with PCOS. Like women with PCOS, I feel bad for you guys, and you do have to go pretty low in calories because I've coached someone with PCOS and I got them to a pretty good weight. So that's another thing I'm working towards. I'm working towards trying to do like online coaching. And that's why too I like trying a bunch of different things. So if you guys notice these videos, you're gonna be like, dude, you're trying so many different things: aggressive cutting, maintenance, to like progressive. You're trying so much different things, and the reason why I'm doing that is because I want to see what works for me too, right? And what doesn't work, and what I like and what I don't like. So then if I go to coach someone, I can help them and be like, look, I've been through this. I've been keto. I've been carnivore. I'm telling you, it's calorie deficit, calories in versus calories out. Like, dude, I've done all the fad diets. Here's the no bullshit way of losing weight, and here's the plan. This is what we're going to work you. This is what, you're going to be eating every day. So it's like I've been through it so I can help people get through it. So if you guys see me jumping all over the place, that's part of the reason why, is because I'm trying to test things on myself before I go to online coaching, so then I can tell someone like, okay, here, let's try this, and then if something's not working, I know where to go or how to help them, because like I've been through it all. Does this make sense? Makes sense, right? But anyways, guys, I'm gonna head to bed. It's almost 10 o'clock at night. I'm gonna try to get some sleep. I've been fasting. My last meal was 5:30. I'm not hungry at all right now. My stomach's not growling. I'm not craving any food. I'm not craving any candy. I'm not craving sugar. So that is all good. That means I'm not being too restrictive. I'm still letting myself have a little bit of candy and a little bit of sugar. But we're keeping that protein so freaking high, and we're getting a lot of fiber in too. The fiber is going to help me keep me full. The protein's keeping me full. Everything's going to plan, right? When you get too restrictive and you start craving things, that's when people will crash diet, and it's bad. So right now it's going really good and we're on plan. So if I mess up, I'll let you guys know. But right now, not craving anything, not hungry at night, and I'm fasting from 5:30 p.m. to 9 in the morning the next day. So almost 16 hours. So yeah, everything's going good. A lot of fat-free cheese too. That's been helping as well to get the protein up and to help me feel more fuller and kind of give everything a flavor to it. So, but yeah, I guess that's it, guys. So that's it for this Sunday. When you guys watch this, it'll be Monday for you, but it's Sunday for me. And then I think tomorrow's back I don't know why I keep forgetting my routine. Tomorrow is back. Yep. And so we'll see you guys tomorrow for back day. Have a good night.